Hello everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII. I am Rufo, playing this game for you. Woo! Well, we've finished gathering our magic, which in most cases we have 100 of them. And in some cases we don't. This is actually because right before quitting I'd had to run in with a T-Rexar and decided to fight the thing. It kinda mauled me, but I did kill it. My reward? I got a bone. Yay? Well, the bone is actually useful. Make sure my GFs are ready to go. Fortunately, the GFs regenerate over time while you're walking. So, a little bit more worried about having Quistis and Squall all die outright, but oh well. Yes, ma'am. I already explained how junctioning magic works. Yes, instructor, I know how my gunblade works. Thank you. Now, let us proceed to the first major test. The fire cavern, which, well, we need to succeed here in order to become a seed. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Squall will make it to becoming a seed, because if we do anything that makes it so that he won't, that's a game over. That's so. Basically, what we're doing is working up on our score. Now, he said choose a time limit which is doable yet challenging. To that I ask, where is the 5-minute option? Now, our score for this test is based on how much time is left. And in order to get any points, we need to the timer needs to have gone below 15 minutes. And, we're taking a 10-minute time limit that guarantees us at least 50 points. If we're to get more, we need that timer to go under 3 minutes. Why is this an issue? Well, this cavern is really only 3 or 4 screens deep. And Quistis is being annoying. Oh well. So in large, we are going to have to do something to waste time. Said something hopefully will involve not dying. But we get an opportunity to see how limit breaks work. Which is to say, in this game, the lower your health is, the higher the chance you can perform a limit break. There are other things which can affect that as well, but largely it's just your percentage of hit points. Over here we have a draw point for the fire spell. Fire is useless around here. Seriously. Bombs! We'll let out more of those ultra waves. A Quistis' limit break is to use enemy skills, or blue magic, if you will, depending on which form of Final Fantasy you prefer. But, yeah, for the most part right now, we're just looking to kill time. How my GF's doing? Oh, and for anyone who noticed, I managed to fix graphical glitches by updating my emulator. Simple, isn't it? I need to have Quistis heal herself, or this thing can kill her. Let's see Squall's limit break. Woo! And we even got the Rough Divide. Hooray! Perhaps the biggest reason to use limit breaks is that they are actually interactive. Well, let's sort out our GFs. Now that you've learned that, I want you to learn that. And, well, our goal in this cave is to go and claim a low-level GF. The fight with that guy is going to be worth 20 AP. And any AP that's in excess of what you need to gain something goes completely to waste. And sadly, my next magical trick here will be to wait until about 3 minutes on the timer. Because the fight takes about 2.5 minutes. Let's see, I want you to finish that. I will bring you back once that timer is run down. One moment. Alright, let us begin the fight. There's a bit of dialogue beforehand, so give it a little bit of extra time. Bring it on, fella! Take this, punk! Alright, buddy, how tough are you? 700 more hit points. Let me off the scan screen before my timer runs out. Pure Squall. Now, the way summons work in this game is that once you select to cast the summon, then the timer starts counting down, and any attacks that the character takes, the summon will take the damage for. Let's boost up the power whilst we can. Take that, punk! Alright, you call Shiva again. Ice him down a little. Ow! Now hopefully Shiva will drop him. We're already at the threshold where we will get 90% on this score. Yay! 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Cool! I think I managed to confirm maximum score there, but we'll see later. Yay! We have an element that has elemental junctions. We have a GF that has elemental junctions, which well, rather than let Quistis explain it, let's actually equip him and do the explanation ourselves. Alright, Quistis, you junction with the Ifrit. Now, we push to the left. Here we have our elemental attacks, where we can junction in something to our attack. And, well, our basic magics can only bring us up to 50% of the attack being considered of that element. But when it comes to the monsters around here in the fire cavern, that's quite a lot. Now if we push left one more, this is where we can junction status effects to our attack and our defense. But we don't have the ability to do that yet. And of course this spot here is for junctioning an element to our defense. The higher we go, the less damage we take from that element. And in fact, it can go over 100%, so we start absorbing that damage. Yay! And since Shiva gained the ability to junction magic to our strength, we shall make use of the fact. And of course, tell our GFs what they need to be learning next. So for Shiva, I want the elemental attack. For the Ifrit, start learning to boost, buddy. Alright. With that, our fire cavern test is done, and all we need to do is just walk back outside. No timer anymore. Tell that. And as is to be shown, now that we have an element junctioned onto our attacks, onto our strength, now that we have magic junctioned onto our strength, we hit a lot harder. But no matter. Now I should note that with that test timer, the lower the score, the less time you have left when you finish, the higher your score will be. So 7 seconds or less is where you get the maximum score. If the timer hits 0 at any point, that's a game over, because you failed your test. I'll take a moment and draw magic out of this guy. Give him the laser eyes! Yay! Quistis' limit break is, well, she gains new abilities, but through when you use items to teach her new abilities. She starts with the laser eyes, but The ultra waves are learned by using a spider web, which the caterpillar monsters outside will drop. Generally speaking, laser eyes hits harder, but ultra waves hits everything. So it's both good stuff. Let's make our way out of this cavern and then proceed to do other things before we go back to garden. Ow! Take that, punks! Now, if one of your characters is at a health point where they can do a limit break, the best way to encourage the limit break is when their turn comes up, push the menu button, because that's to switch characters in combat. That's you know, if that's the only if Questus is the only person ready to take her turn, then it just brings up the menu for her again. But that can cause her limit break to come up. Now our next objective is to go to garden, but let's follow the road a bit and get a hold of something else while we're around. Because we can. No, I didn't want to go into town. Didn't mean to go in town, I needed to go around it. Follow the tracks to the tunnel. What have we in the tunnel? A hidden draw point. Morisuna! It's really difficult to draw from that particular draw point. Questus is the better person for drawing, but usually she's only going to get the one on. But no matter. My next objective is simply to return to garden. So, I shall take care of that, and next time, we'll be there. We'll see you then. Later.